In a moment that I think a lot of people may have overlooked from this Tuesday evening's debate, and yes, we're still talking about the debates because yes, it was that big of a deal, but there was a moment when Donald Trump was asked by one of the moderators about JD Vance, and of course, the nationwide abortion ban that plenty of Republicans are pushing for. The question was, quote, "Your running mate, JD Vance, has said that you would veto an abortion ban if it did come to your desk." Fair enough, right? It's a simple question. It's like, hey, your running mate said you would do this. So what do you say about your running mate saying you're going to do this? And Trump responded saying, quote, "Well, I didn't discuss it with JD in all fairness, and I don't mind if he has a certain view, but I don't think he was speaking for me. We don't have to discuss it." That's throwing JD Vance onto the bus, because JD Vance was speaking for Trump. He said if it comes to his desk, he'll veto it. And Trump's like, hey, whoa, this guy doesn't speak for me. He seemed angry. And angry Trump threw JD Vance onto the bus. So then after the debate, ABC News caught up with JD Vance and basically were like, hey man, you said this, and then Trump responded that he didn't, talk to you about it. So what do you say about that? How do you feel about being thrown under the bus is the gist of the question. And a super sad JD Vance responded, "Well, I think the president's been very clear that he doesn't want a national abortion ban. I think in some ways he finds the question a little bit ridiculous, because why are we asking him about legislation that's never going to actually happen? And why would he veto it or not veto it when he says very explicitly he doesn't support a national abortion ban and he wants these policies to be made by the states?" To further clarify, Vance replied both that he hadn't spoken to him about it and that Donald Trump thinks the question is absurd because he doesn't support a national abortion ban. He went on to blame the media for targeting Trump on abortion and distracting Americans before shifting attention to attacks on Kamala Harris. So he's like, I haven't talked to him about it, but I did say that he did. So Vance is admitting like, okay, I screwed up. Yeah, I screwed up and he called me on it. Now you guys are calling me on it. Just stop calling me on it and let's talk about Kamala Harris. But here's what really happened. This is not just about JD Vance, getting called out for speaking for Trump out of place. What happened in JD Vance's response is he came to a realization. And that realization is what all of us have been saying for a very long time now, ever since Vance became the running mate. And that is, you're going to be blamed for everything. Now, a lot of things are your fault. Don't get me wrong. You're a very bad running mate, a very stupid man who repeatedly, continuously says very stupid things. So you deserve a lot of blame. But then again, Donald Trump is the same way, and he deserves a lot of the blame. But he won't get any of it. You will. This campaign is going down in flames. If Donald Trump loses in November, JD, and I think this is the realization he came to, 100% of it is going to be blamed on Vance. He's not going to deserve 100% of the credit. I'd say at least 30%, maybe up to 40%, but Trump deserves most of the blame. But he won't get any of the blame. He won't accept it. He will get on social media. He will go out there and do interviews, and he will blame everything on you, JD. You should have realized that when you took the position. Like, we all said it. Everybody on the left knew immediately when Trump loses, you're now the scapegoat, and you're already starting to feel it. He is already calling you out and throwing you under the bus while the race is still going. And if he's willing to do that before people even start voting, just imagine how bad your life is going to be when Donald Trump does it following an electoral loss in November. It's not going to be pretty, and he is going to hang it all on you, and MAGA will hate you forever because that is what he will tell them to do. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.